Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be working on the Outback. Recently my girl took it to the dealer to get the Cicada airbag done. There's a recall on that. If you guys don't know about that, that's when the airbag, when it deployed, there was actually metal shards in the airbag that basically blew up right in your face, and you know, it was fatal, and a lot of people died from that. So that's why they recalled it, at least from what the research that I did on it. And but recently she did go to the dealer, get that done and they gave her a little inspection. She gave me a little sheet on what needed to be done. Yeah, she called me up and she was like, so do I need any of this stuff? She listed it all out and I was like, do I need this? I was like, nah, I got you. Do I need this? I was like, nope, that's easy. Pretty much that's how the list went down. I was like, I can do all that stuff and save you a ton of money, and don't worry about it, I got you. So let's check out that list real quick. Oh yeah, also we're gonna do all the winter prep stuff that was very similar to my car, which means doing the oil change, checking all the fluids, and making sure everything is good to go before winter hits. Well, at least before it snows. Alright. So here's the first printout. Has customer information and all that good stuff. But more importantly, it shows that the Cicada airbag recall is being performed per Subaru guidelines. And on the bottom, they reviewed the inspection report together, probably to see if she wanted to get work done. On the next page is all the inspection information, basically checked off what they inspected. The only concern is the tire wear, the left front and the right front tire wear, which makes sense. Tires are from the original that came on the car. We'll replace sooner or later. I did buy some other OEM wheels with winter tires on them, so we're good on that aspect. Next is where all the good stuff is happening. A few bulbs are out, old drain plug is leaking a bit, which most likely is my fault, not gonna lie. I reused the crush washer. Tire rotation, easy stuff. Engine air filter and cabin air filter is dirty. I actually thought they were trying to rip her off on this one, but they did do an inspection on these ones. Should be easy work though. And lastly, wipers are streaky. And yeah, they are indeed streaky. But for $61.30, I don't know, man. They better be all three and replaced with some quality ones for that price. And that comes to a grand total of over $400 after tax. Yo, that's crazy. That's for the most basic maintenance stuff. And I understand it's the dealer, you get reliable quality work usually, and not everyone is mechanically inclined, but man, I know independent shops that would charge a lot less for this work done. This is one of the reasons why I learn about cars, so I don't get ripped off and help people so they don't get ripped off. Alright, so after looking at the list, I can most definitely take care of all of that and save her a ton of money. Over $300 what the dealer is quoting her. As for the tires, we do have a set of winters on it that we need to throw on, but that's very easy. One of the winter wheels did have a leak, so we got to get that replaced. So right now I'm going to do an oil change, and basically, like I said, same thing with the TL. Do an oil change, and while the oil's all dripping, inspect the car, make sure it's good for winter. Alright, let's go. Oil change for the Outback is super easy. I don't even have to jack up the car. Probably the easiest I've done an oil change to, honestly. For the oil stuff, I'll be using my go-to Mobile 1 Extended Performance with the correct oil weight of 5W30 for the Outback, along with the matching oil filter, of course. Here's the oil drain plug that's leaking a bit of oil, and like I said, it's probably my fault because I reused the crush washer. Didn't leak out too much oil to be a concern, but I'll replace it anyways to rule out any other oil leaks. Right next to the drain plug is the oil filter. Like I said, super easy. Okay, so while the oil is draining, let's take a look under the hood. Check the coolant level, looks good. I can never tell the level of the windshield washer fluid, but I'm going to put some winter blend in there nonetheless. Brake fluid level and color doesn't look bad at all. Battery terminals look good because we replaced it with a new battery a few months ago. No battery acid or corrosion. Let's check out the other side. Power steering fluid looks good, not low at all. For the most part, everything seems really good, as well as it should be for the age of this car. Under the hood, pretty much I just have to top off the windshield washer fluid and finish up the oil change. On that dealer list, they did state that the air filter and cabin air filter needed to be changed. I ended up checking on that, and they both indeed seemed dirty from my inspection. I don't have those parts on hand right now, so I'll have to grab it and work on those later. As the sheet said, wipers were streaky, so I picked up a new wiper blade. This one from Rain-X caught my eye. I know silicone type blades last super long, so I'm gonna give these a try. Now that I'm all set with the maintenance stuff for today, I can move on to all the lights that are out. Honestly, I didn't know any of those lights were out. None of them were really safety concerns though. After reading the printout, I kinda had a hard time telling what was what, so I found a bulb guide online that helped out big time. I'm not gonna go over every light that was out, but I'll do some before and afters. Funny thing is, I actually didn't have to buy a single bulb. How is that possible? Because I actually had some spares for my car. I replaced all the interior bulbs in my car with LEDs to make it brighter and saved all the old ones. Those old bulbs ended up being the exact same that I needed, so I used those to swap the dead bulbs out on the Outback. I was prepared to make a run to the parts store or order them online and wait a few more days to replace them, so those extra bulbs really came in handy. So take it from me guys, when modifying a car, always save the originals for backup. The only thing I upgraded is the DRL lights on the headlights to the LED bulbs. It makes it pop a little more, and I plan on swapping more bulbs out in the future to have the whole front end light up a lot more white than yellow. Can't wait for that. Now that all the lights are fixed, I can move on down to that dealer list.
The next day.
Alright guys, it's a new day. I'm in the Subaru. Just went over the parts store to grab the engine air filter and the cabin air filter. Should be easy work, so let's get to it. Alright, so this is what I'm working with. I got the engine air filter and then the cabin air filter along with a wiper blade. That's what we're going to be putting in the car. For the cabin air filter, should be fairly easy. Just pop this open. Should have a little slot for the cabin air filter. And for the engine air filter, basically this comes off with these two tabs and should have access right, should see the air filter right there, but I think I need to pop these off and should have access to it. Might be some other things, maybe even down there. We'll see what happens when I tackle it. For the cabin air filter, you just have to open the glove box, unclip the little damper on the side, and squeeze in the sides of the glove box. It should hang down, and now you have access to the cabin air filter area. There is a little plastic cover that needs to be removed to finally reveal the filter. Take note of the arrow that's pointing before removal. And replace the new one with the arrow pointing in the same direction. That arrow just signifies which direction the airflow is going. All set. Install the plastic cover. Reinstall that little side damper. squeeze in the glove box to get it back in, and now we can finally breathe in fresh air. Haha. This is just a pic of the dirty old filter next to the new one. Don't let it get this dirty, guys. Next up is the engine air filter under the hood. It took a bit more steps than other cars, but still fairly easy nonetheless. First off, you gotta remove that front air duct. It just has a couple clips. That's it. Next, I thought I was going to be able to unclip those two metal tabs and have access to the filter, but nope. There were a couple bolts that needed to be removed before we can open up that air filter box. It's a little weird because most cars I've encountered have the air filter box split horizontal rather than vertical. But not this Subaru, I guess. No matter, just a few extra steps and filter was out, no problems. Install the two clips and the two bolts that were on the airbox before. Then install the air duct, and we should be all set. Oh, one more thing before I call it a day, the passenger side wiper blade. This one was a cheaper one than the driver's side one. The driver's side is more important for visibility, so I opted to get a lesser one for the passenger side. Either way, it should be wiping clean as haha. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I finally hit the 200 subscriber mark and I'm amazed how the channel is growing. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more TL and Subaru content. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.